The only thing worse than feeling like you don't have control over someone is if you did have control over them. And I'm going to tell you why. My name is Jo from Love Shift Academy, and I'm the host of the Dare to Love Club, where I show people how to break free from negative relationship patterns. So yes, you heard me, that the only thing worse than not having any control over someone is when you do have control over them. And here's why you don't want that. If someone is compromising themselves so much that they're letting you control how they think and their behavior, they're essentially becoming your puppet. And if they become your puppet, they're not coming from a place of love. They're coming from a place of fear and the need to please you. And there's two things that are going to happen with that. The one is that they're going to spiral downwards into depression, into hopelessness, and they're going to be a fraction of who they were when you met them. All the things that you were attracted to, all the best parts of them that you love so much are going to slowly diminish. And then you're going to end up resenting them. So an example can be someone who's incredibly ambitious and is not who's an entrepreneurial spirit, but maybe they haven't quite made enough money yet, and you keep screaming and shouting at them about how they're not bringing in enough money. And what will happen to that person is maybe they're going to give up on their dreams and end up on the couch and become passive. And this person who initially you were drawn to because you loved that side of them, that they were these risk takers and willing to be adventurous, now you don't understand why they're on that couch. Another example could be if you had someone who, you met someone and you were so drawn to how charismatic and wild they are, and they have this big personality, and you loved that about them, but then you started to feel jealous because you can see how many people are drawn to them, and so you start to complain about the friends they have, you complain about the places they go to, you don't want them to go out so much anymore, but you met them like that, you met them partying, and now you don't want them to party anymore. So they stop partying, and then slowly they lose that edge that drew you to them so much, and you stop liking them, you stop them, and you're bored. So that's the first thing that happens, is that person starts to diminish and you stop liking them. The second thing that starts to happen is that person starts to resent you because they've given up this part of themselves. They've given up this value that they might have in order to please you, or because if they carry on the way they were carrying on before, you might leave them. And so they made this compromise, but now they hate you for it. And an example could be in a career situation where one person gives up their career for the other person. And they didn't feel like they had a choice. And so they end up hating you because they gave up such an important part of their lives. So you don't end up with a person who is loving you, you end up with this person who's hating you. And no matter which way it goes, one thing's for sure is that if you've demanded of someone to change, you won't feel good. You won't trust the change. It will leave you feeling insecure. When we've demanded people love us the way we want to get loved, we cannot be anything but insecure because we know we only got it because we threatened it, because we made them do it. And that's no way for a relationship to thrive. So it's the last thing you want, is to have control over someone. And it's the most challenging thing to set people free. And my name is Jo from Love Shift Live Academy. I'll see you